Okay, the first thing that we're going to do is figure out how you're going to find time to do this through the next dozen or 2 dozen days. What we need to do is figure out what we can cut out of your schedule so that you can find those 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, however long it is that you are going to be able to have to do some journaling. I promise you that once you start going into the Word and journaling every single day, and I'm telling you first thing in the morning is the best time to do it, to set your day off right, it's going to change your life. But I know it takes 21 days to form a habit, and I know a lot of you are thinking there's no way that I can find the time to do this. So the first thing that we're going to journal about is how you're going to find the time. I want you to get all your supplies that we talked about, make sure you have your schedule, and I want you to get in there and figure out where you can find those 5 minutes. Does that mean, and write it down. So write down finding time. Write down where will I cut? That's a great one as well. And I want you to think about that for the next couple of minutes. Does that mean going to bed 5, 10, 15 minutes earlier so you can wake up 5, 10, 15 minutes earlier? Does that mean outsourcing part of what you have to do first thing in the morning? Does that mean relying on a spouse or somebody else to do something with the kids first thing in the morning so you can have those 5, 10, 15 minutes? Readjusting your morning routine. Do you lay in bed and look at your phone first thing in the morning? Can you not do that? That's the most important thing that I think that you should not do first thing in the morning, is grab for that phone and look at it. Now, granted, I know that I'm saying this while you're watching me on social media. But okay, so if you grab for the phone to watch your daily journaling, that's one thing. But if you grab for the phone to look at text messages or just scroll mindlessly, that's another thing. So write it down. Here's the verse that goes along with this. And I love this one, and it is from the Message version, which you'll hear me use a lot. It's Matthew 6:30-33. What I'm trying to get you to do is relax, not be so preoccupied with getting so you can respond to God's giving. Steep your life in God reality, God initiative, and God provisions. Don't worry about missing out. You'll find all of your everyday human concerns will be met. Why does that verse go back to you finding the time every morning? Because again, morning's the best time to do it, to do some journaling. Because what you're so preoccupied with is not the God reality, the God initiative, and the God provisions. If you're so busy that you can't find 5 minutes to get into the Word and journal. And I know that's kind of a harsh reality, because you say, just like I do, I have these kids, I have this job, I have this health problem, I've got my parents to take care of. I get it. But you're not going to be any good to anyone if you're not getting what you need from the Lord, receiving that, and you're not getting into that quiet time with Him. So remember, we're writing down how we can find those few minutes, how we can commit to those few minutes. And here's a little secret. After you start doing this, you're going to want to do it for a half hour or 45 minutes a day. You really are. I'm not saying you will, but it feels so good once you start getting into the Word. There's times when I've been like, I should probably have been a nun, because my favorite place is sitting in, I love sitting in the sun in my prayer room or outside and just feeling His presence, reading my devotions, getting into the Word. Find yourself a whole bunch of them too. A whole bunch of different devotions to spend some time with would be great. But let's go through that verse again. I'm trying to get you to relax. Those are those first few minutes in the morning. Just relax. Don't be so preoccupied with getting. You know what the getting is? Scrolling. Looking at what people have sent you. That's getting. That's a dopamine response. So that you can respond to God's giving. He wants to give you the Word. He wants to give you that inspiration if you just would spend a few minutes with Him. Steep your life in God reality, God initiative, and God provisions. Not your own reality, not your own initiative, not your own provisions, but what God can give you. Don't worry about missing out. You're worried about missing out because you're up first thing in the morning and you're on your social media or your emails or whatever it is. You're not spending that time with Him. Don't worry about missing out, and you'll find that all of your everyday human concerns will be met. Matthew 6:30-33. All right, spend the next couple of minutes writing down how you're going to find the time and commit to it. Maybe put it into your schedule. Here's my 5 minutes. Here's my 10 minutes. Here's my 15 minutes. And then come back again because we're going to go through a whole bunch of these prompts to help you get into this great habit for the new year. God bless.